Good evening, Yorktown. It's Supervisor Matt Slater providing you with an update on COVID-19 for the town of Yorktown. Going into this weekend, I am actually happy to share that we are at 32 active cases in the town of Yorktown for a total of 860. I'm happy about that because that's a net decrease of 5 from where we started a week ago. And so I want to thank everyone in the town of Yorktown for really putting in a good effort this week. I know it's just a small sample, but that's the type of focus that we need to maintain, the type of vigilance we need to maintain regarding COVID-19. I've seen an awful lot of mask wearing, which I'm very happy to see when I'm driving around town. And as a reminder, mask wearing, social distancing, and hand washing are the 3 keys to keeping our community healthy as COVID-19 continues to increase. A couple of things just quickly to remind everyone of. Town Hall continues to operate. To enter Town Hall, you have to call the department you are trying to do business with ahead of time, so you can't just walk through the front door. We are doing it by appointment only. Upon your arrival, you will be asked a series of COVID-19 screening questions, as well as get your temperature taken to make sure that you are not exhibiting a fever. If you do have a fever over 100.2, you would not be allowed into the building. This applies to all town building facilities, such as the Cappellini Center, the Water Department, R&R, just to name a few. Earlier this week, I was joined by Stacy Petrover, who is the president of the Hudson Valley Hospital Center, right down the road in Peekskill, as well as Dr. Bill Higgins, who's the regional medical director for New York Presbyterian. I was also joined by Rosemary Panio, chair of the Senior Advisory Committee. And we had a fantastic conversation about the importance of preventative health during this time of year. We are in flu season. If you have not received your flu shot, as we heard from Stacy and Dr. Higgins, we highly encourage everyone to do that. I got my flu shot earlier this week here at Town Hall, as did 50 other of our employees. But also remember, despite COVID-19, it's very important that you take care of your health, meaning those preventative measures, those preventative health and medical appointments that you should be still seeking, continue to do that. And right now, I think as we heard from Dr. Higgins and from Stacy Petrover, again, of Hudson Valley Hospital Center, there's no better time to be in one of their facilities seeking medical treatment than now. And so for those who are concerned about entering a medical office or a hospital, I think that at this point in time, those concerns really should be eased because they have gone above and beyond to make sure that anyone coming in is not exposed to any type of health risk, especially the flu or COVID-19. So continue to get those mammograms and those colonoscopies and other preventative health measures because, as we've said before, it's a lot easier to stay healthy than get healthy. Next week, I'm looking forward to welcoming the Westchester County Commissioner of Health, Dr. Shalita Amler, to Yorktown. She's joined us in the past. She'll be joining me on one of these updates as we continue to provide insight to COVID-19. But again, the numbers are an improvement from a week ago here in the town of Yorktown. 32 active cases and 860 total cases that have been diagnosed since the spring. And just one more time on the data, I know I get a lot of questions about this. Yes, there are college students incorporated in the data. The question becomes why? The answer is because when college students go get the COVID-19 test, whether they're in Oneonta, Geneseo, or Buffalo, or SUNY Cortland, when they fill out their paperwork and when it asks for their address, if they put their home address in the town of Yorktown, that test, if it's a positive test, gets attributed to our community, even though the college student is away at college. So again, as we said before, the data is not perfect, but it's the best that we have that is being provided by both the state and county Department of Health. And again, that number today stands at 32. So as we go into the weekend, I want to make sure everyone stays healthy, stays safe, make the right decisions, make responsible decisions for you, for your family, for your loved ones, but also for your neighbors. We've heard, unfortunately, of cases where people believe they were taking every precaution necessary, but it came into contact with just that one person who, for whatever reason, did in fact have COVID-19 and so in fact infected others. So just be very, very careful this weekend. Continue to keep up the good work. We had a very good week. Again, I want to thank everyone for their focus and vigilance and their hard-earned efforts. I also want to thank all of our first responders because our first responders and frontliners have continued to work diligently throughout this entire pandemic, continued to answer the calls of our residents. And as a reminder, here in Yorktown, we have several volunteer first responder organizations, including the Yorktown Fire Department, Volunteer Fire Department, the Yorktown Volunteer Ambulance Corps, the Mohegan Volunteer Ambulance Corps, and the Mohegan Fire Department as well. But again, to all of our first responders and, of course, the Yorktown Police Department, thank you for all you've done for our community. Keep up the great work. And to everyone at home, let's have another good week. Make those good decisions. Make those socially responsible decisions. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll be back soon with more information as it becomes verified. Thanks so much. Have a good weekend, Yorktown.